Baltimore City. It's a Dish with Deeva Show. Here she is, the one and only K-Cee Diva.
Hey everybody, welcome. I am back. I've been gone for just a little bit, working on some other projects and such. Tonight I'm doing a special Just with Diva edition because there's an awesome event coming up, and I had to talk to this young lady who has put this event on for a few years now. And if you are in the area, December 9th, you want to be at this event. So before I get started, just want to remind you, if you want to hop on Just with Diva with me, drop me a line at kcdiva@gmail.com. I'm on IG, kcdiva. Notice how diva is spelled, not traditional. Otherwise you won't find me. You're gonna find a whole bunch of other divas, but not me. Yeah, I hope to hear from you. All right. Well, I'm going to jump on in and introduce my guest, Miss Terry Carruthers. Thank you for joining me today. Terry, she is the founder of the Women's A New You Empowerment Luncheon that's coming up on December 9th. And I'm so excited to have her here. I've been to this event before, and it is amazing. So thanks for joining me, Terry.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I'm excited as well. So let's just jump on in. For those who aren't familiar with this event, give us a little background about it.
Well, it's basically an empowerment luncheon. That's exactly what it is. Um, we empower women. I have excellent speakers there. We're going to have prizes, giveaways, and also
Oh,
music, some of music. I mean, ministry of music, which is phenomenal. We also have our speakers. Did you want me to mention we have women talks
well,
about you want
yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But
oh,
first, let's tell folks a little bit. Now, how many years is this now that you put this on?
okay. So I've done this now for several since 2012. I
Wow.
started it in my home.
Mhm,
And it was like, okay, Lord, I hear you. I need to do this outside my home.
mhm,
And ever since then, I've had it at different venues and it's gotten
mhm.
larger and larger. So, I thank God for it because it was like a vision I've had. And so it came to fruition. And each time I have hosted these events, it's been mind-boggling because it's been phenomenal and women say, oh my goodness, we needed it. And so uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it gets bigger and bigger each year. You get more people, and I
Yes.
think it's just a testament of how amazing it is. And I want to touch on something because you mentioned God and the vision, and a quote that you have on the flyer from Proverbs 3:15, which is "She is more precious than rubies," and I love
Exactly.
that. Why did you
Exactly.
choose that particular scripture?
Well, that particular scripture means it's a worth, how you see yourself. And women sometimes we don't see how that what we're worth.
Hmm.
And we sometimes we kind of go down the lower road and we don't really aim high and what
Hmm.
we're worth. And we sometimes take, the mediocre way or something smaller. God doesn't want us to do that. He wants us to go all the way to the top,
Yes.
and get the best that we have for us. And so it's good for me, even me hosting it. I mean,
Hmm.
it's just all part of the journey.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm really excited to be there again this year. Year before last, when I joined you, I was able to do some interviews with some of the interesting vendors that
Yes,
you have.
yes.
Tell us a little bit about some of the folks, the vendors that you have there this year.
Well, we've had some repeaters, and I've had some great women vendors that are from the Northwest. Love for Our Daughters is one of the vendors, and they will be doing also holiday decor. I also have Ferocious Gems, who's been with me from the beginning as
Yeah.
well. Yes, and then Shea Beauty, which will be lashes and makeup and their own lipstick line. And then we also have Sister Thing and Fashion will be there. Some other ones will also be there. They'll be designed by Roberta hats and purses. There will be some other purses and things and t-shirts and hats, aprons and different things from other vendors. But there's also going to be some designs that are local designers that do purses and different ones that have their merchandise also in one of the Onyx galleries. So we're honored to have these women, entrepreneur women, part of this event, which I am so happy.
Well, I'm excited, and I just think it's wonderful, Terry, that you do this, each year for folks. And I agree with you. I think that women, we constantly need to be reminded
Yes.
how important we are, how precious we are, and how valued we are. And events like this, coming together with so many different creativity, folks and speakers and such. I think it's always a good time. It's always a good reminder that there are like minds out there, that we can come together and support each other. Talk a little bit about some of the speakers you have coming.
Well, this year, the lineup for the speaker, I have a great woman that deals with women, beauty, and also health. Well, beauty and health, things that we go through. Her name's Dominic Wells. She's a business owner. She has her own practice, and she deals with all kind of things for women, vitamins and things that she does, beautify, things that we go through that we need help in. And she is phenomenal. The other speaker is Celine Brasovich. She deals with a lot of mental health. She is one of our speakers. She deals with that. She's a founder of one of her CEOs of health. And she will break that down on how things are and what we go, just being women and things that we actually experience and how we can prevent certain things. But most of all is that we're precious. We're just precious, and that we should treat ourselves as that. The other speaker is Joanna Diggs, and she's our main speaker that will speak on the theme, She's More Precious Than Rubies. And I encourage women to come out and be blessed by this, because he gave me that vision of the theme. But not only that, it's the timing and the women are launching out in all kind of businesses, and they take on many hats. And to stay focused, we need to be healthy, mind, body, and soul.
It's so important. So
Yeah.
important, especially given, I was having a conversation with a coworker the other day about how she's like, I know we're kind of supposed to be over the pandemic and, COVID and all that. She's like, but I still don't feel like myself. I feel like every day I'm still trying to really come back to the place I was before such a traumatic, worldly event happened.
Sure.
And I think a lot of us are probably still carrying that and maybe not even realizing it, right? In our mental health and our physical health.
Because we have so much that we take in internally. It affects our digestive system, our mental health, our body, our weight gain, our weight loss, our hair, of course, all these things that women, experience. And that's where Dominique comes in. She's got some new products that she has launched, or she's going to talk more about it. So that's why it's good to come in. People that are experiencing, especially deficiency in vitamins. I mean, she's going to talk to us a little bit about that, and it's going to help me too, because I'm here to learn too. It helps me.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I feel like we can never stop learning. It's and events like this, especially in the Northwest, there's so much talent out there, right? And
A lot.
so again, it's good to just get together as women, to fellowship, to talk about some of our experiences, good, bad, and different, and really be able to learn. I think that's why events like this are so important. And I just, I'm grateful that you're doing this and you've been doing this, and I'm really excited about it. Now, just tell folks where it's going to happen.
Well, this year we are excited to have this event and be hosted at the Northwest Afro American Museum in Seattle. During the pandemic, they were closed, shut down, and we had to launch it somewhere else that year. But we are excited to be right in the city of Seattle, where I was born and raised. Okay, and I'm a Seattleite, and I tell everybody I am from
Yes.
Seattle. You cannot have my city, so we are we are happy to have it there, and it will begin at 10:30 with the vendor shopping, and you can register on Eventbrite. You can also be there for the 11:30 if you don't want to come in, but the vendors will be there till 3. So
Okay.
yeah, we're excited.
All right. All right. So, last question for you. What do you hope are some takeaways that folks that attend this event? Are there any takeaways you're hoping that they leave with?
Well, the main thing is that they're not alone, because there's going to be testimonies of things that and
Hmm.
experiences from these speakers that's going to speak to you. It's going to speak to each of us differently, and
Hmm.
it's going to be encouragement for us. Takeaway meaning I have an avenue
Hmm.
to go to, I have resources, and also I can share with someone else what I'm
Mm.
experiencing, and you don't have to experience it by yourself. And to empower other women to be able to just, you know, say, "Hey, I have been there. I know this," and to share that. That's what we're here for. And
Hmm.
to help you grow into your purpose, because we're speaking all about growing into your purpose. This is all about growing into your own purpose of what you're created to do, to
Mm.
launch. It's like a launch pad. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm here, but now I see something different. And so it's
Hmm.
launching
Hmm.
into new things for people. And so women that are afraid or not thinking that they can accomplish it, this is going to
Hmm.
help you. You have something on the
I
back
love that.
that you feel that you want to launch a business or something that you feel you can do. This is for you.
Many years ago, when networking was really big. I feel like it's kind of trailed off a little bit, right?
Yeah,
But I
right.
mean, that's, dating myself, but back in the day,
Back
I
in
used
the
to go to
day.
all these all
That's
these networking events. Like I was at something 3, 4 times a week, handing out my business cards and,
right.
exchanging numbers and having meetings and luncheons
Right.
and, things like that. And I feel like, of course, the pandemic kind of really, helped things kind of disappear and people are trying to get that back. But I think overall that's been missing. We have the internet now, we have social media, and
Right.
I feel like as a society, we've become so into the screen that we don't have that like face-to-face interaction anymore,
Yeah.
face-to-face PR, which I feel, this event it will be great to actually be able to eyeball folks and talk and shake hands and,
That's what it's
just
about.
support.
It's Yep,
Hmm.
you said it. It's about being in contact with someone face to face.
Hmm.
I think we had this conversation before that,
Hmm.
our generation is like hands on. You know,
Yes.
the other
Yes.
generation now is like they don't know how to contact and be
Yes.
genuine. They're typing in
Hmm.
things to say, and they're not really sharing their own emotion and their own experience to speak it out and to
Right.
say what they're feeling. And that's what we are for. We're here
Hmm.
to be that beacon of light for women that can say, "Hey, we have gone through some things, okay? We've gone
Hmm.
through this,
Hmm.
and this is where we are now. This is what we are doing right now. And because I persevered through that, because I know my greater purpose it's not just me, it's for someone else. See, this
Hmm.
thing is for someone else. It's not just
Hmm.
me."
And that, yes, I couldn't agree more, Terry. I couldn't agree more. And so thank you for your vision. I'm excited. Okay, December 9th, 10:30 a.m. if you want to get in early and check
10:30
out the
a.m.
vendors. 11:30
Exactly.
the program starts with the speakers and
11:30, register on Eventbrite.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
we will have some giveaways. We'll have some silent auctions, things that are sponsored. So it's
Mhm.
gonna be fun too. And it's right before the Christmas holiday, so it's kind of like already
Yes,
pre-holiday, but
yes,
fun, and it's empowering, and
absolutely.
it will be educational as well.
And there's gonna be food too, right?
And there will be
Because
food.
people, you say food, they
People, yep, there'll
they will
be food there. It's a luncheon.
All right. Well, I'm excited, Terry. I hope that you all there's a few tickets left, so I encourage you to
To
get to
get on.
Eventbrite and register
Yes,
so that you
yes.
can join us. I'm gonna be there, and it's gonna be a great time. I'm really excited about
I'm
it.
excited for you. And like I said, the first time you did it, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what I need. I love it. And
Uh,
you got right in, like you were like all over the place, and I loved it. So yeah,
thank
we're
you.
excited. And you have several years now under your belt. So we're really gonna jack it
Yes,
up. We're gonna really
yes,
hype it
yes.
up now.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So yeah, I will be there. I'll be doing the vendor interviews and stop by and
Awesome.
say hi. I might interview you too. Okay,
Awesome.
so
That sounds good.
all right, all right, everyone. Well, thanks for joining us. You can go to my page. I posted the flyer on my page. I will repost it again. That has all the details, where to register, the date, time, so on. Mark your calendars now, and we hope to see you on December 9th. Terry, thank you for joining me,
Thank
and I
you
look forward to
so
seeing you soon.
much. Thank you. All righty. See you
All right.
then. All right.